another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuit, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you'll have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Falcons going up against the Seahawks.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. 23 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of their defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. But he's got it.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Mike Bennett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 14. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that one results in 35 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Lynch able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. A toss play to Hunt. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. This is Hunt. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 6-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. First carry of the game here for Trey Mason. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he is knocked down from the side. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading field goals here in the opening half. No breakthrough yet on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
And really, I like what I've seen from both of these defenses thus far. Both have been a little more aggressive than I expected. And I think that's reflected in what we see on the scoreboard, which is no touchdowns to this point.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On second down, Freeman. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. 15 yards through the air on a first down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Aaron Lynch in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. Give him 16 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Green will come in motion right. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And the Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. He's got his man here. It's Green. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 21-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Next round.
Looking to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And caught. Right side. Green. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
In the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run again with Hunt, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Second and goal to go now. Mason. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Trey Mason, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. Set to go now as the punter, Jake Shum, will do the honors. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Now back to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Aaron Lynch able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Ohio, here we go.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
Ohio. Flex round. Let's go. Ohio.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Takk McKinley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Jacob Shum now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here's Jacob Shum now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Michael Bennett in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Mike Bennett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And why the field goal team is still out there is beyond me. Time to reconsider after the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Seahawks add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That'll be a gain of 16. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And Freeman lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 30. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why. And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl. And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
There he goes inside the 30. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive linemen who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver and help him get downfield.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And a big turn. Over there as his guys will get the football back. In not great starting field position here for the offense.
All right, now, lucky 56.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. They run again with Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable for Thomas. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So out come the Falcons now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On third down, Ryan. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run here with Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons get a bit closer. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing here, Cutler. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. First throw for the backup, Cutler. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. Charles, you think back to some of the great OT games in postseason history. There have been a lot of them. I think in January 2016, Hail Mary from Aaron Rodgers, but the Cardinals were able to survive that game.
Yeah, you need a Larry Fitzgerald, which the Cardinals had, to trump an Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary, and they did so. But let's go back. 1982. Okay, don't say it. I know I'm the old guy here. But San Diego at Miami, one of the classic NFL games that was finally decided in overtime. Dan Fouts to Kellen Winslow, and the Chargers advanced to the AFC Championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from